money to learn that and fabricate that wheel, and you could just replicate it, tailor it to yourself, and have that process that actually works where you can sell more longer length packages, get more PIFs, pay in fulls instead of doing payment plans,
Exactly.
get more customers. Like there's it just comes down to like, do you want to be the business owner that has their ducks in a row?
Right.
That's proven themselves, that's taken upon the investments for themselves and their company to have the processes, the infrastructure in place that you can succeed? Or do you kind of want to just continue on the way that you're doing? Like that's just the conversation that needs to be held. And a lot of the fitness coaches, like what we
Push
found
for it.
is there, for some reason, a lot of fitness coaches are willing to kind of face the unknown by themselves and take on like the time curve and the failure curve. And it's quite interesting
Mhm.
because it kind of comes down to the conversation of congruency, right?
Right.
Like coaches all the time do coaching for people to give them that support, right? To help them
Mhm.
beat that time curve with losing weight or gaining muscle. And it's we're calling out some I'm gonna call out some coach, not particular coaches, but it does kind of like the industry. What we found is like there's a lack of congruence with a lot of fitness coaches, ego or
Mhm.
whatever, where they're not willing to kind of get that help to help grow their business so that they can help more of their students or future students.
Well, I think what it comes down to it too is like it's being an expert at what you do, right? So as as a fitness coach, you're really you have to be an expert in two facets, right? You have to be an expert in the fact that you're a coach, right? So your clients look to you as the expert. So I okay, let's do this. Okay. If you're a fitness coach and I ask you right now, what are your macros? You're going to rattle them off immediately. You're going to say 200 protein, 250 carbs, 58 fats, right? And you're going to know immediately where you are. And you're probably going to know what your average weight's been over the past couple of weeks or months. You're going to know what your one rep max is on pretty much any core lift. Okay. You're going to know all if I ask you how big your freaking biceps are, you're going to probably tell me down to a decimal of a centimeter, right? So you know all your statistics there as a fitness coach because you're an expert in that. But where we've seen like a lot of people kind of miss the ball is like you have to be a great fitness coach, to be a profitable right fitness coach, someone that makes 30K plus a month. You have to be an expert in two facets, right? You have to be the expert in what you do. That's great that you know all those numbers and you know all your clients numbers, but you also have to know your business numbers. You have to be an expert in the business as well. So if I ask you, what's your churn rate, what's your closing rate over the past few months, right? What's your closing? What's your collected? You should know that as quick as you know your macros and everything else. Would you agree?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's funny because it kind of comes back to like data, like knowing your data. But a lot of these coaches, they don't know their data in regards to the business because they don't have the right KPIs or the right processes. Again, like the right infrastructure in place to be able to monitor these things. And when you do have those things, then the obvious kind of happens. Like you're going to see growth. And as a business owner, growth brings sustainability if you do it the right way. And that's kind of what all business owners want is like sustainable growth.
Of course.
Because that's ultimately like how you help more people. And as a fitness coach, that's why you got in business in the first place. Fitness coaches probably aren't passionate about marketing and sales, right? No, it's a skill that they probably need. Well, they do need to learn and they should learn, but it's something that they're not passionate about. Helping other people is, and how do you help more people by
Hmm.
helping yourself and your business first? And that's
Exactly.
this is gonna sound biased, but that's the beautiful thing about closers for fitness. Like that's exactly where we come into place into the market.
Exactly.
And I think it's fair to say like we're probably one of the very few that do it because it's super niche down, but we're very, very good at what we do. Like
Oh,
when I say we have systems, KPIs, processes, infrastructure, like the guy sitting next to me right now, Brent, is a geek with
yeah.
extension. He is a geek.
That's one way to put it for sure. And it's like
Nothing goes untracked with closers for fitness. Let's just put it that way.
nothing. I love my data. I'm a data whore. Okay. I'm gonna get t-shirts made. I'm gonna send it out to all of our people
I want
because
one.
when you know your data, it allows you to do so much. And I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. That's another topic for another day. But you mentioned something back there, Enrique, where it's like, fitness coaches, generally speaking, and us as coaches, like we all do what we do to help people, There's something internally that makes us feel good when we help somebody achieve a goal, right? It's kind of like on the airplane, right? Like when the turbulence comes, or like when there's like an emergency, like what drops down, like the oxygen mask, right? The
Yeah.
very first thing they say when they're doing all their little hand stuff at the front of the aisle is put yours on first before you help anyone else put theirs on. Now, why is that?
Take care of yourself first so you can help others.
Exactly. You're not going to help your kid or your dad or your husband or anything if you're passed out yourself. So they say, look out for number one first, put that oxygen mask on, then help those around you. Okay. So kick it back to, being the business owner and the fitness coach. It's like helping yourself first. Help yourself first, build a good, stable foundation, build a very profitable business so that you can expand your outreach and help those around you. But first, you have to help yourself. So just like the oxygen mask, put the mask on, suck it up, track the data, learn the skills, and then your outreach is going to rise exponentially, right?
Absolutely. And I think a really good place to kind of find that mask that you can actually put on is our Facebook group. And
Mhm.
it's called Fitness Sales Accelerator. Click on it, join it. We have a bunch of SOPs that we like to give for free.
Mhm.
Objection handling, reframes, how to present your offer on a sale. Like there's so much to give away. And Brent goes live there, what, every day?
Uh, it's getting
Basically
close at this point.
basically
Yeah.
goes yeah, basically every day, and I mean, you're listening to the podcast, which is great, but join the group because you're gonna find yourself in an environment
Mhm.
with like-minded fitness coaches that are all kind of on that same journey, going in the same direction, but you're
Mhm.
gonna find a network that you could tap into that has unlimited resources. An
Unlimited.
online fitness coach that clearly, if you're listening to this, you wanna scale. It's something that's absolutely necessary to have in your tool belt, and it's free. We're not charging for a Facebook group, so check it out if you want, or don't check it out. You know,
Either way, we'll never know, right? If you decided not to click on it, we'll never know. So don't feel bad. But if you do and you decide to get some free information, then all the power to you. You decided to help yourself first. And I got to be honest, again, this is 100% entirely biased, okay? That free Facebook group probably gives away more word tracks, more sales advice, more objection handling, more live video footage for free than most paid courses. And I know that because I work with a lot of people who have done paid courses. I've done paid courses, okay? Especially in this industry, and we probably give away more than most people charge. Okay, so look,
hands down,
what's that?
hands down.
Yeah,
It's unbelievable, actually.
hop in, see if you like it.